What up, gamers? Welcome back to Gamers Bay, and today we're going to take a look at this really cool video sharing platform for content creators called Vidme. So this is really interesting. You know, a lot of creators on YouTube have been complaining about things like falling ad revenue, ad blockers. It's getting tougher to make a buck. You know, you're lucky to break $1 if you're really lucky for 1,000 impressions, and for some channels it's like 20 or 30 cents. So people are looking for alternatives. This platform is really cool. It's not as big as YouTube by all means, but it has a few benefits, and I'm going to discuss those in this video. For one, the platform claims they handle copyright issues with a human touch, and they are staunch defenders of fair use. And that's been a big problem with YouTube in recent years. We've seen huge channels that really, where people invested a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of money to grow their channels, only to watch them get wiped out. And then, to add insult to injury, you have things like ad blockers, you have, a bad economy, so there's not as much bidding for advertising space, etc. And this platform offers a way for people to tip content creators with the use of PayPal, and that's something that we've seen issues with on YouTube. If you wanted to donate on YouTube to a channel, you had to use Google Wallet, and that was a huge complaint among both the people that were tipping the content creators and the creators themselves. So fair use, that's something that's been a problem all along. A lot of videos, a lot of channels that have been wiped out of YouTube, actually their content did in fact fall under the rules of fair use per the DMCA guidelines, and Google still can their channels anyways, and even here today, Google, this last year or so, Google's been saying, yeah, we're going to start defending fair use, but the fact of the matter is that they're not. And what falls under fair use doesn't really matter to Google, okay? If you get a copyright claim on a video and you try to dispute it, the claimant still has the right to take down your video. You can try to dispute it again, and now it's up to Google to decide whether or not this video falls under fair use. And more often than not, Google will just side with the claimant. So it's really not in our ballpark. Now, while I do like this new Vidme platform, I will say this: I have no plans of ditching YouTube. I don't think you should, but it's just another avenue to reach a larger potential audience that you haven't already reached on platforms like YouTube. And like I said, you have the ability for people to tip you, to tip your channel, and they're coming out with a creators program on Vidme as well, where channels will eventually be able to monetize not just through tipping, but also through sharing of ad revenue, etc. By the way, the tipping for right now, it's in beta, and because of that, the content creators get 95% of the tips. So only 5% goes to the platform. And like I said before, you can get tipped using PayPal. That makes it easy for people to contribute to the platform and to your channel specifically. Really easy to share videos. There's some big names in this platform as well, including people like Nostalgia Critic. Yes, he has 605 videos here. And the last screen that we showed, this is the main screen. This is the home page of the site. These are the videos that came up. But the first screen I showed you, this is the front page of their gaming section, which is really cool. But yeah, it's being used by some really big names. Like I said, Nostalgia Critic's on here. Really easy to work with. You can drag and drop videos instead of clicking a button and trying to dig for it. And like I said, they defend fair use. So as long as your video falls under the guidelines of fair use, meaning it's a transformative work, these guys are out to defend you, and that could be a real selling point for people to jump on this platform. I also noticed a lot of the videos here on Vidme get a lot of shares out on other platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Google+, etc. And that seems to be a problem for YouTube. People aren't so big on sharing videos unless they're already posted on another platform. So it's easy to get likes, it's easy to get comments. It's not so easy to get people to share your videos on YouTube with their Facebook buddies, etc. More gaming channels on here than anything. I've seen just a ton of gaming channels. It seems there's a lot of YouTubers flocking to this platform. I definitely think it's something worth checking out, and I think that as part of their creators program, actually, there's a publishers program too, where you can embed your videos on your own website, and then you can collect revenue from the ad revenue that's served within those videos itself. So they're coming up with new ways for content creators to monetize on this platform. There's a number of different categories to choose from. Like looking at the main category, I can see there's anime and manga, brain food, comedy, gaming, music, movies and entertainment, original animation, politics, tech, blogs, World Wide Web. So there's a lot of different content creators on here already, and this place is definitely growing, and it has the backing of some really big YouTubers. That's another thing to take in consideration here. If the big YouTubers are here, that means their fans are here too. So I haven't had a lot of experience to test out this platform yet, but I know that one of our moderators, GamerApp, he's a moderator for one of our gaming communities on Google+, the Gamers Video Archive. And he's been using this platform, it looks like, for some time. He has a channel here as well. I really do like the idea that this will give this platform can give content creators the ability to find another avenue of revenue on top of their YouTube. Rather than ditching YouTube, why not add to it? Because let's face it, Google just doesn't give content creators a lot of ways to monetize. For instance, here's our gaming community on Google+, Gamers Bay. We're right about to hit 14,000 members, and honestly, Google has never provided us any way to monetize on our properties on Google+. 14,000 members here. We have no way to monetize this, and we've been here for 4 years. It's just really, really bad. Here's our brand page, Gamers Bay brand page, almost 12,000 followers. And again, no way to monetize. Of course, we do share our videos. We're working on growing Gamers Bay channel. We've been working heavily on it the last 4 or 5 months. It's tough. We do not have the audience on YouTube that we have elsewhere. We're about 35,000 strong between Google+ and Twitter. But, YouTube's a different story. It's a totally different audience. But, yeah, Google doesn't really provide content creators with a whole lot of ways to monetize on their content outside of YouTube, especially. For instance, we're also web publishers. This is our website, PCTechAuthority.com. It's mostly IT and tech-related articles, tutorials, etc. And this is about 4 years old. It's about the age of Gamers Bay. It's integrated with Gamers Bay, actually. In fact, you can see here we have a whole online game section, and we host about 230 games. A lot of these are dying though because they're Flash and older Unity games, and browsers are pulling the plug on Flash, etc. But the ad revenue is just really, really bad. It's horrible. I mean, we're lucky to break. It's the same thing on the website. It's like 1,000 views might earn us like 70 cents, 80 cents. It's even worse than YouTube, to be honest. And so people are looking for alternatives. And maybe Vidme, I don't think that content creators should ditch YouTube, But if YouTube is not enough, let's say you're just not able to make a living out of your YouTube channel, why not consider jumping on this Vidme platform and creating original content there? Now, there's a few caveats to this. For one problem with this platform is that they encourage people to republish their YouTube videos to the platform. Now, this is a bad idea, and I'll tell you why, okay? Because it creates duplicate content, and you're going to lose rank, not just on YouTube, but in Google search. Google does not like duplicate content. What you should really do, if you plan to use Vidme, is create original content for that platform. Have different content both on YouTube and on Vidme rather than republishing, because it will hurt your rank. And you know, people want to see original content. They don't want to go to 5 different platforms to see the same thing over and over and over again. But yeah, you know, it could be another avenue of revenue for creators if you're able to get people to tip your channel. And as Vidme starts to roll out their creators program, which, like I said, is still in beta right now, but it's an interesting platform, and it looks really simple to work with. And like I said, it's unlike the one-up it has on YouTube right now is the fact that people share so much of the content on that platform on elsewhere on social media like Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. And like I said, it's been really tough to try to spur sharing on YouTube. Google just does not do a good job of, compelling people to share elsewhere. They just don't do it. And it's really something worth checking out. I think that content creators on YouTube really should give this a fair shake. Look, nostalgia critics there, our moderators there, these guys are making use of the platform. So there's really some potential in here for people to work with it and hopefully make it work for them. But don't do what these guys are doing and republish your stuff, because like I said, this will hurt your rank. Try to keep your content original. And but yeah, we're looking for alternatives. Like I said, Google doesn't provide us with Google+. We have no way to monetize. There's ads in our videos, yeah, but Google+ is kind of on its deathbed right now. They stopped promoting it back in 2014. They don't promote it the way that they do YouTube. YouTube videos come up in Google search all the time for search terms. Google+ posts do not, so you kind of lose there. And let's face it, YouTube is so oversaturated. There are so many gaming channels, etc. There's so many movie critics. We're all trying to find ways to tap into new audiences, and this could be an alternative. Facebook last year stated they were going to come out with a program for content creators to monetize off their videos, and let's face it, they've never followed through with that promise. It's not happened. Facebook wants everybody to pay for visibility, but here, the one good thing with YouTube is that you're not paying for visibility. You're just fighting to get visibility. You're fighting to compete with all these huge channels. It's really tough. So this could be an alternative. Definitely worth checking out. I'm going to put a link below in the description. You're also welcome to join us on Google+. Check out our gaming communities. And definitely be sure, hit that like button, subscribe to Gamers Bay, and so you can stay up to date with our latest videos. And many thanks for watching, and take care.